Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, June 3rd. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. Welcome back to the show. Who wanted to sleep in this morning? It was cold, it was drizzly, it was wet outside. I wanted to, but here I am with you and I couldn't be more grateful. On today's show, we have the Democratic Club with Sue Deering and Janine Lepowski. They're going to be giving us updates on their June and July meetings, as well as a topic for discussion about voting rights. So you want to stay tuned for that. And then later in the show, we have Fit Brain Club with beautiful Mary Grace Carpenter. She's going to be telling us about mild cognitive impairment. So very important information that you're going to want to know about. But first, folks, we want to keep you informed. Explore the future of heart health. Residents are invited to a compelling evening of insight and inspiration as Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center presents Heart Sense, Wisdom, Wellness, and Expert Care, a community health lecture dedicated to the latest innovations in heart health. This will take place Monday, June 16th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at Clubhouse 2. Listen to a panel of distinguished cardiac experts sharing groundbreaking developments in cardiovascular medicine, from robotic-assisted surgeries to advanced imaging technologies powered by AI. Sounds very interesting. Let's take a look at that weather, folks. Hopefully that rain won't be with us for very long. I drove in from Laguna Beach and my windshield was soaking wet. So we can expect a mix of morning low clouds and afternoon sunshine through probably about Thursday. Looks like the sun's going to come out and join us again. Today's high will be a low of 73, decreasing to 71 tomorrow before we do start seeing those temperatures come back up for the weekend. Lows are going to hover in the high 50s, so overall we have pretty pleasant conditions. Sunrise this morning was at 5:41 a.m. Sunset will be at 7:57 p.m. Beautiful photo sent in to us from Joel Goldstein. This is taken in Moonstone Beach, Cambria. If you'd like to send us your photos, please do so. Please email those to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Please send us your name, where the photo was taken from, and in a horizontal format, please, just like Joel did. Thanks, Joel, for sending that in. Next up, we've got a couple of meetings to tell you about, and then after the break, Democratic Club. Stay with us.
Great day today.
Oh, I respect it.
There's your meals, and we'll see you later.
Thank you very much for coming.
Bye-bye.
This is Age Well Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
Welcome to Envision Eye Centers, conveniently located next to Laguna Woods. We offer cutting-edge technology that meets unsurpassed service.
You and your eyes are my priority. We will treat you with the utmost care and compassion.
Some might offer local exams, but they'll send you on a trek for surgery. Skip the unnecessary travel.
You can be confident that we will deliver the best outcome for your eyes.
Schedule your consultation today and see the world clearly. Call us or visit our website. No inconvenience, just expert care.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
If you believe the journey is the destination, you'll love exploring in the 2025 Subaru Crosstrek. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus up to 34 miles per gallon. An 11.6-inch high-resolution touchscreen, plus a 182-horsepower Subaru Boxer engine. Love is out there. Find it in a Crosstrek.
Hi, it's Desiree from Irvine Subaru. Get your new Subaru here with complimentary maintenance included.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. We've got the ladies from the Democratic Club with us now. They're going to be giving us an update on your June and July meetings, as well as talking about voter rights. Welcome to the show, Sue, Janine. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Well, let's start
Glad
off
to
by
be here.
talking about your June 17th general meeting. What's on your agenda?
Well, we're going to have our representative from the Board of Supervisors. We're in District 5, and Katrina Foley is going to be our guest. She's our representative in the county, and she's going to give us an update on our district and tell us what's been going on. I don't have any clue as to what exactly she's going to talk about.
I was going to ask, do you know what her agenda is?
But I do know that, I mean, just from monitoring the information she's been sending out, I know a couple of things she's been working on, but most recently she's been, the Board of Supervisors has been working on the budget. And they did a couple of workshops for the public to talk about what goes into the budget and what the budget trends have been and so on. And I didn't get to attend any of those. I don't know if they're still taking comments from the public. They may be. I'm not sure about that. Katrina will tell us. But what you can do is go to the county website, and there is, you can take a look at the presentation itself, which is very, very interesting. I was looking at it myself. So you can go to CFO, that's Chief Financial Officer, cfo.ocgov.com, and then go to public-workshops, and you can see there's a button that gives you registration information, which is passed, but there's a button that you can click on that'll bring up the presentation. Mm-hmm. So, and it's really important, I think, for us to understand what's going on with our county finances. And this is the first time that I can remember that there has been as much publicity to the citizens of the county. I mean, maybe there has been, I missed it, but I was impressed by the fact that they were encouraging people, that the supervisors were encouraging people to come and find out how these discussions are going and what's the state, how does it compare with prior budgets, and how is, to what extent is what's happening at the federal level impacting us at the state level and at the county level, because it all trickles down to us. So that's been that should be very interesting.
Okay, well, look forward to your feedback on that next time I see you. You have a special program on immigration.
Yes, and I did want to say that both the meetings are in Clubhouse 2. The June 17th meeting is at 7 p.m., but you can come at 6:30, and there will be postcards written to Young Kim, our representative, at 6:30. And we're also collecting for the village effort for toys and games, et cetera, for chalk. There's a club in the village that is collecting that, and the name escapes me at the moment. But anyway, people can bring unwrapped presents for that. And then July 5th in Clubhouse 2, Rebecca Gilad, who is the president of the Community Bridge Builders, will be talking about immigrants' journeys. And that is, the doors will open at 12:30, and it starts at 1 and should be over by 2:30, again in Clubhouse 2. And the title is Who Immigrants Are and Their Importance to the U.S. And there will be a screening of part of a Dutch documentary, which is called Illegal Crossings, Life-Threatening Journey Across the U.S.-Mexico Border. And picture is worth 1,000 words. And it describes, in a very graphic way, what many immigrants go through to come to this country. And what better way to celebrate July 5th, July 4th, than with the recognition that all of us were at one point immigrants, and we're the ones, and immigrants besides the Native Americans are the ones who formed this country. And Rebecca will talk about quite a few things, why the people leave their country when they know that it's so dangerous and so difficult, that each immigrant has a different story. People think they know who immigrants are, but really each story is very unique. Who helps them cross the border and why they do it and how they benefit. How our country benefits from immigrants. And also what happens to the family structure when families are separated for whatever reason it might be. And then one of the most important things is Rebecca will try to tell us what we can do if we want to help any immigrants. And it should be a very interesting story, because Rebecca herself is from Mexico and has lived in several countries throughout the world. And she's a very vibrant speaker, and I'm sure it will be a fascinating journey.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting topic, and for those of us who were born and raised here, we can't really relate, but we can definitely understand and listen to the stories. So you also wanted to touch on voting rights.
Yeah.
What's going on there, Janine?
Well, there's actually, over the past approximately 15 years, there has been some real destruction of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. For a long time, the Voting Rights Act encouraged or allowed for, removed obstacles for people to vote, made it easier to vote, made it easier to address issues like gerrymandering and voter suppression. But in 2013, let me back up a step. One of the reasons for that was that there, in certain states with a history of voter suppression, there was a precept in the Voting Rights Act of 1965 called preclearance, which meant that when one of those states wanted to change the way they managed their voting, they had to get approval from the federal government. Okay, and this is all of this is as a result of slavery and the 15th Amendment, which it allowed former slaves to be able to vote, and for a long time that was suppressed. That ability to vote after Reconstruction was ended. So there's a long history of voter suppression, and so one of the things that people recognize the Voting Rights Act of 1965 for is making America fully democratic. In other words, everybody had the right to vote if they were a citizen. And so back in 2013, there was a ruling called Shelby versus Holder, 2013, which did away with the pre-clearance requirement. And so states immediately, states who wanted to, not just the original set of states, but states who wanted to, no longer had to worry about being fair. So,
I'm going to have to stop you there.
Okay.
I want to hear more.
Okay. Well,
on that note, come back and tell me about it.
All right. Very good.
All right, folks. We'll be back right after these messages. Stay with us.
ThisDay. Gonna take a sentimental journey. Adapt to It, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to It has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to It sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
We all have the power to shape the world. We're connected to the world we share, to each other. I am Future. I wait in the world of Echo.
Echo, the spectacular new show by Cirque du Soleil, opens May 23rd under the Big Top at Laguna Hills Mall. Tickets at cirquedusoleil.com.
The world is yours to create.
Echo thanks its official partner, Air Canada.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Do you know how mild cognitive impairment might affect you or your loved ones? Here to tell us more, we have Mary Grace Carpenter from Fit Brain Club in Alzheimer's Orange County. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Bree.
Good morning. Welcome back to the show.
It's always wonderful to be here.
It's always wonderful to have you. I love your spring colors, your vibrancy.
Thank you. I love your bling.
Thank you.
It's so cheerful.
All right. Grace, you've got a meeting coming up.
Yes, we do.
Let's tell our viewers the details and what MCI is all about.
Okay, well, we're meeting again, as always, on the second Monday of the month. So we'll be in the PAC, the Performing Arts Center, Dining Room 2, right inside the glass doors, across from the ladies' restroom. Real easy to park and get in there. Okay. We'd like people to come early and sign in because from 9:45 to 10 a.m. Mark Hochberg plays music, song. We do stump the piano player and see if we can get something he doesn't know, because we're very big on music in the brain in the Fit Brain Club. We like to start with that. We start our meetings with the music in the brain.
What does music do for the brain? Can you give us just a quick recap? Because I know we've got a lot to cover, but I think that's such an important topic.
Yes, it is. Every time we're doing a new song, or even a song we know, because with people that we're working with cognitive impairment, we use a song they know. Then we develop new connections, neurons, and Dr. Ken Papar will talk about that. And even at end of life, especially my husband when he passed, we pick a favorite song, and his was Ave Maria. And so I was just singing Ave Maria, and he was able to mouth the words with me. So it's always a favorite song at end of life that I'll know, or I'll ask the family when I do music with people at end of life. And with veterans, it can be a patriotic song like God Bless America, and they're there with their hand over their heart. It all comes back.
Right.
And with us, it develops new neural pathways in the brain, which Kent is the expert on. He's done assessments on over 6,000 people in the village. My husband was one way back in the day. And his assessments are very valid and reliable, the two things they look for when they do assessments. And what he talks about, and the most wonderful thing, is that mild cognitive impairment doesn't mean Alzheimer's. When you walk out of his office, you don't think you have a death sentence. You find out that it is curable. Many people recover, and sometimes it's very slow in progressing, if it does progress to Alzheimer's. So it gives people hope, and that's so important, and that's what our club does. We start with the music in the brain for the meeting. We have a wonderful speaker like Ken Papard, and then this month, we welcome back Mary McFadden from Seniors Helping Seniors, and she's at the refreshment table, light refreshments. And I just got a call now from someone, a new person here, asking me about the meeting. And she said, what is the charge for these speakers? I said, no charge. They all donate their time, and there's no dues. There's no charge, so please come. Bring your loved one, or if you're a care person, even come alone. But Oh, and this is new. After this particular meeting, I've asked Alzheimer's, and they've given us Deborah Morse. She's coming every meeting with a table with all of the Alzheimer's brochures, things that they're doing. They have wonderful studies going on and wonderful meetings for the caregivers. But this time, I asked that they would give us an extra hour where Deborah would just listen to some of the caregivers, usually the spouses, who are begging for time to just talk. And they don't get that at the meeting. At the meeting, they get a very wonderful, detailed presentation and a Q&A, but they don't get time to tell their story. And so for the first time, Deborah will be available to hear the stories of the caregivers who want to participate in that. So that is something that I've been hoping for, and buying extra time for extra hours in the, at the PAC to get that happening.
Sure.
So the light refreshments and the after meeting time to talk about their concerns, and the care that goes on after that from the presenters we had Dr. Law last month or talking here. Well, his help group at Saddleback over Memorial Day weekend helped 3 of our members happen to go to the ER. And so that help group, the volunteers that he talked about that are available, if you go to the ER, they're volunteering, helping them with simple things like to be hydrated with water as soon as they're allowed to have water. And so all that kicked in. And it's just like a chain of support that goes on from each speaker we have each month.
That is fantastic.
And it's just...
You must be so honored to be able to bring this information and these wonderful
Every
speakers.
phone call I get, I just think, oh my God, we can help this person. They don't have to go it alone.
Now, Mary Grace, why would somebody feel like they needed to get tested for mild cognitive impairment?
It can be anything from simple things like directions. So many persons that we're working with, so many people, they'll lose their way.
Driving directions.
Driving directions. Yeah, walking directions. And that's one of the first signs. And then, especially then, of course, if they get into fender benders, anything like that. And so when you call a neurologist for an appointment, the first thing they say is that, yes, we'll give you an appointment, but we need you to know that as a result of this appointment, you might lose your driving license. And that's very scary when you hear that on that phone. So then the helper has to say, "That's okay, honey. We need to do this." But usually, unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
The progression.
So sad. It's beyond sad. So if folks want to join you at your next meeting,
yes,
how can they find you?
Oh, well, on the flyer, what do we have here? We have my email address. I'll tell you my phone number right now. People call me. Yeah. 310-780-0320. They call me, and I just tell them about the meeting, and they come, just like the one that just called me from Tucson, Arizona. She said, "We're here with snowbirds." I said, "Come."
Fantastic. Well, on that note, I wish you a very successful meeting.
Oh, thank you.
for joining us today.
Thank you, Bree.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. All right, folks, we'll be back after these messages. Stay with us.
Seniors fear running out of money more than death itself, and the #1 mistake you can make is underestimating volatility, which can derail your retirement. For 35 years now, I've coached seniors to financial independence by using 2 simple rules: never take big losses and create income along the way. It's your financial future. Call now to get a free risk analysis to ensure your investments are protected, and we'll send you our Safer Money System, 949-219-0692.
Freedom Village Skilled Nursing offers rehabilitation after surgery with our team of on-site therapy professionals. We are proud that our quality care measures are recognized by Medicare. We support you with your recovery with a caring staff and registered nurses around the clock. Freedom Village Skilled Nursing is conveniently located near 3 hospitals, open to the public, and offers private Serenity suites. Call today to experience first-class care for your loved one.
Hi, my name is Dr. Faramant. Brilliant Smile has been the premier dental office of Laguna Woods Village for over 30 years now. We take the extra time to understand our patients' unique needs. We truly care about your happiness and dental wellness. We always provide the absolute highest quality of dental work at very affordable prices in a very relaxing environment. Stop by or give us a call and experience the Brilliant Smile difference. We are conveniently located close to Gate 6.
Who is RadNet? You've probably heard our name and seen our commercials, but you still might not know who we are. RadNet is the largest provider of outpatient imaging services in the United States, with over 8,000 employees and almost 400 imaging centers in 7 states. Likely, if you have had diagnostic imaging, you have experienced RadNet's high-quality, cost-effective imaging services. With 35 years of expertise, RadNet is leading into the future with advanced technology and the very latest AI technology. We are positioned for the future of healthcare. RadNet, leading radiology forward.
Small gestures of compassion, little leaps of ingenuity, brief moments of bravery. This is Memorial Care, where being the difference makes the difference.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Let's take another look at our crazy weather. We are still transitioning from spring, hoping to break out into some warmer summer temperatures, but today's high is only coming in at 73, cloudy, and then a little bit cooler tomorrow, and mostly cloudy with just a high of 71 before we break out again into some more sun, climbing back up toward nicer temperatures on Saturday and Sunday, just in time for more outdoor activities. But you'll have to start taking your sunscreen along with you. Tomorrow on This Day, we have the PC Club and St. Nicholas Church. They'll be joining us for another wonderful episode on This Day. And that's going to do it for today's episode. From all of us here, we wish your day a very beautiful one. See you tomorrow.